What if I told you the DNA test you saw on TV was never real? That a major network may have faked results just to protect a storyline? This isn't just drama, this is a scandal that could shatter reality TV as we know it. Stay with me, because what you're about to see, changes everything. Whispers are spreading like wildfire through Atlanta, leaving fans utterly shocked. Just when everyone believed the saga between Erica, Mena and Mendeecees had finally quieted down, fresh rumors have erupted, dominating social media chatter. If any of it holds true, this might turn out to be one of the most sensational scandals in the history of love and hip-hop. Several unnamed insiders close to the production team are casting doubt on last season's DNA test, the one that supposedly proved Erica's child wasn't Mendeecees. These sources suggest the test results may have been manipulated, possibly part of a cover-up orchestrated by VH1. Now, whispers of an internal probe behind the scenes are gaining momentum. According to the grapevine, Erica has steadfastly maintained that the child is Mendeecees, despite what the aired test indicated. Recently surfaced documents seem to challenge the official results, sparking further controversy. Tensions reportedly reached a boiling point when a producer stormed off the set last week. Yandi has remained silent, Mendeecees has disappeared from social media, and fans are going wild in the comment sections. Questions abound. Did VH1 stage the paternity test to protect their storyline? Or is this just another twist in the complex world of reality TV? Whatever the truth, the situation grows more tangled by the minute. The drama unfolded on a sweltering afternoon in Atlanta, when Erica arrived on set, visibly strained. She moved quietly through the studio corridors, avoiding eye contact and offering curt nods instead of her usual confident smile. Rumors swirled that she was late, citing urgent personal matters. Speculation mounted. Was she still seething over the paternity reveal, or was something new brewing? Leaks soon trickled out. In the wardrobe room, a hushed comment was overheard. They never showed the real results. Erica's stylist raised an eyebrow but quickly diverted attention. Later, that stylist almost dropped a stack of scripts after overhearing an assistant producer reveal that two endings were filmed, one where Erica's claim was upheld, and another where it was not. The atmosphere on set shifted dramatically, as if the cast suddenly realized they were caught in a real-life drama, not just playing roles. That evening, Erica was spotted alone on a balcony, phone buzzing incessantly. A friend offered water, which she accepted with shaky hands, insisting she was fine but radiating tension. On camera, she stumbled through her lines, the director pausing repeatedly to allow her to regain composure. The turning point came with a viral leaked text message from a private cast chat. The message hinted at a swapped envelope and contained a chilling reply. "I have the photos. You sure you want this out?" This revelation sent fans into a frenzy, flooding social media with questions about the authenticity of the test and the possible complicity of the producers. The hashtag defraud quickly gained traction, as leaked memos and emergency meetings inside the production office revealed a high-stakes battle akin to a poker game gone awry. Meanwhile, Erica withdrew from the spotlight, retreating into her trailer for long stretches. Her confessionals showing a woman haunted and hollow. Yandi, once active on social media with family and promotional posts, vanished without explanation. Initially thought to be taking a break, her silence only fueled rumors. Was she entangled in the scandal? Was she protecting Mendeecees? Or did she know the truth about the DNA test? With no official statements from her camp, speculation continues to spiral. And the story remains a tangled web of secrets, lies, and unanswered questions. Debate buzzed endlessly over whether Erica's silence was a deliberate tactic or a sign of deeper trouble brewing beneath the surface. Meanwhile, Mendeecees seemed to vanish from public view entirely. He skipped his usual late-night livestream, missed a podcast appearance, and declined a spot on a talk show to promote the new season. His lone Instagram post simply read, "Back soon," but fans dissected every detail from the choice of filter to the lighting and even the background. Conspiracy theorists pored over the frame-by-frame video, claiming to spot a hidden envelope on a nearby table, real or imagined. And the rumors spread like wildfire. This mounting chaos set the stage for an explosive off-camera showdown. On a critical morning, Erica burst onto set, tears streaming, and confronted a producer, demanding to know why she was shown a result that made her seem delusional. Though cameras rolled, the sound was cut. Only muffled sobs and whispered accusations remained. "You lied to me. I trusted you. Where is my real DNA test?" The feed was abruptly ended. But blurry recordings leaked overnight captured the raw emotion, Erica's voice breaking with pain. Yandi's soft attempts at comfort barely audible. Viewers were divided. Some saw a plea for justice. Others suspected a strategic ratings boost. Regardless, the narrative surrounding Erica's paternity claim took on a life of its own, overshadowing every promo for the reunion special. In response, network executives initiated an internal audit of the DNA episode, assembling a team to compare aired footage against master tapes in the vault. Should discrepancies surface, the fallout would be enormous. Legal risks, shattered audience trust, and a storyline stripped of authenticity. The word audit buzzed through the grapevine, adding yet another layer to the drama. Fans speculated that if VH1 admitted deception, the season's climax might unravel entirely. Amid the turmoil, Erica shared a poignant post, a carousel of intimate images documenting her alleged pregnancy, doctor's notes, sonograms, and photos of her baby bump at a bridal shower. Her caption read, "I never wanted to air my truth like this, but y'all deserve to know what's real." Reactions flooded in, polarized between fierce support and skeptical criticism. The stakes had never been higher as the first chapter closed. What began as a straightforward paternity storyline had morphed into a scandal shaking the very foundation of fans' trust. The main player's silence only fueled speculation, with viewers circling like vultures eager for every scrap of proof. Erica stood at the eye of the storm, poised yet uncertain. Awaiting the next gust of wind, the atmosphere shifted again when production announced an unexpected schedule change. A supposed promo photoshoot turned into a tense meeting with stern-faced VH1 executives. Rumors circulated that legal teams demanded a thorough review of the master tapes, warning any discrepancies would have to be addressed publicly. The room felt like a courtroom. Erica, sitting near Yandi, avoided eye contact, lips pressed tight, as if bracing for judgment. Behind closed doors, Mendeecees was reportedly in damage control, locked away in a recording booth for hours. Sources say he recorded emotional confessions denying any role in doctoring results. His voice cracked with sincerity, though some crew whispered the emotion felt rehearsed. Snippets leaked anonymously on social media, cryptic and haunting. "I never asked for it. I'm only human. I wish I could turn back time." Yandi, often the family's voice of reason, was thrust into the spotlight unwillingly. A short, raw video surfaced showing her pacing anxiously. Phone pressed to her ear, voice low but urgent. "We need clarity. This can't be how the season ends." She didn't disclose who she was calling, fueling rumors she might be coordinating with the network or a private investigator. Fans scrutinized every second, debating if she was plotting to reveal the truth or pleading for peace in her marriage. Pressure mounted when a leaked email chain appeared online, purportedly between VH1's head of programming and the executive producer. The emails discussed narrative integrity, audience retention, and damage control. One line stood out. "If we admit the DNA test was real, we lose the storyline. If we admit it was fake, we lose credibility. We need a compromise." The ambiguity ignited social media, with viewers torn between outrage and morbid curiosity. Could a network really fabricate something so personal? In a bold move, Erica invited select superfans and bloggers for a private screening of what she called the uncut DNA outtakes. Held in a dim Atlanta studio, attendees described the footage as raw and emotional, capturing Erica's genuine, tearful reaction to test results she wasn't supposed to see. Some said she looked betrayed, others vindicated. Yet the clips deepened the mystery, raising more questions about why the original footage was buried, adding fuel to the fire. A third video leak surfaced, text messages between Erica and her attorney, discussing a potential defamation suit against VH1. The lawyer referenced contract clauses, arguing Erica might have grounds for damages if false information aired knowingly. One message warned, "We have grounds to file, but you must decide soon. The statute of limitations is tight." Erica's simple reply, "Understood," hinted she was weighing legal options. Talk of a lawsuit sent shockwaves through the industry, prompting gossip blogs to speculate about a courtroom showdown. Meanwhile, the cast struggled to maintain normalcy. Rashida and Kirk Frost were caught trying to rehearse a lighthearted scene, but their laughter sounded hollow. Bambi scrolled through her phone between takes, eyes widening at rumors of secret DNA footage. Erica's former friend, Ivana Ventura, was slated for a cameo but reportedly pulled out last minute over loyalty concerns. highlighting how isolated Erica had become. Outside observers dissected every angle. Reality TV experts drew parallels to classic talk show controversies involving paternity disputes, staged reconciliations, and network cover-ups. Some speculated VH1 might rebrand the reunion special as a scandal exposé. Others suspected Erica was prolonging the drama to boost her profile, noting her soaring social media engagement. Whether manipulation or truth-seeking, speculation had become part of the spectacle. Filming a critical group dinner scene, tension peaked. Erica arrived, late, visibly shaken, clutching a folder rumored to contain the real DNA report. Whispers spread that she planned to confront Mona Scott Young immediately. Though cameras rolled, the moment was cut from broadcast. Leaked grainy footage showed Erica handing the folder to Mona and demanding answers. The footage ended with Mona's calm reply, just before the camera shut off, a silence heavy with meaning. By day's end, Erica's future on the show hung in the balance. Producers debated rewriting the reunion storyline or issuing a statement addressing the controversy. Some believed revealing the truth could redefine reality TV and set new standards for transparency. Others feared irreparable harm to the franchise's reputation. Throughout it all, Erica stood tall, refusing to let the turmoil break her. Her final on-set moment, that day alone under the studio lights, folder in hand, eyes fierce, became the haunting emblem of a season overshadowed by doubt and intrigue. The night after the storm on set, Erica retreated to an undisclosed location, with only her closest confidant, a longtime friend who had flown in to support her. They sat in near darkness, the glow of a single phone screen illuminating Erica's face as she scrolled through leaked audio clips and damning emails. "I can't believe they'd risk everything for a storyline," she whispered, her voice cracking. Her friend wrapped an arm around her shoulders and reminded her that the truth held weight, that fans were already rallying behind her. Somewhere in Atlanta, fan pages were organizing a Demand the Truth livestream for the reunion episode, and whispers of a class action lawsuit had begun to surface. Erica knew the momentum was building. The following morning, production called for an emergency meeting rumored to include top executives from VH1 headquarters. Cast and crew gathered in the same windowless conference room where the DNA audit had been announced. But this time, the mood was different. Executives entered carrying printed binders, and cameras were already rolling to capture what they called reality TV meets real life. One producer addressed the group in a low voice, emphasizing the need to contain rumors before they became front-page headlines. Eyes darted nervously around the room. No one wanted to be the next target of a fan-driven conspiracy theory. Outside the studio, a throng of paparazzi and reality TV bloggers had camped out, waving signs that read, "Release the footage" and "Erica deserves justice." A network publicist tried to usher them away, but the crowd's chants only grew louder. Social media exploded with live tweets, some condemning VH1 for alleged manipulation, others defending the franchise's right to craft a compelling narrative. Ivana, who had initially backed out of her cameo appearance, resurfaced on Instagram Live, expressing support for Erica and pledging to fly back for the reunion if the network refused to clarify the DNA results. Inside the building, Erica prepared for an unscripted confessional that had been added at the last minute, an ominous sign the network might broadcast her unfiltered reactions. She sat in a stark confessional booth, microphone clipped to her top, lights glaring uncomfortably in her eyes. When the red recording light flicked on, Erica took a deep breath and looked directly into the camera. "I'm not here to play games," she began, voice steady despite the tears brimming at the corners of her eyes. "I deserve to know what's real. This show is about my life. Then show me the real DNA test. Don't hide behind edits and envelopes." As she spoke, producers monitored her words from a control room full of screens. Some nodded in agreement, while others scribbled notes furiously. Word spread that Mona Scott Young was watching remotely, and that Erica's confessional might be the turning point in the network's handling of the situation. Meanwhile, Mendeecees was nowhere to be found. His absence fueled rumors he was preparing his own response, possibly a sit-down interview with a major talk show or a surprise Instagram Live appearance. Hours later, a cryptic social media account claiming to be a network insider promised to release the full uncut DNA footage at midnight. Fans set alarms, speculating wildly about what the footage would reveal. Conspiracy channels predicted it would show Erica's paternity probability at nearly 100%, complete with lab technician commentary. Others guessed it would be inconclusive, further muddying the waters and giving VH1 plausible deniability. Either way, anticipation reached fever pitch. With countdown clocks embedded on fan sites and reality TV blogs teasing the biggest twist since paternity, test episodes became TV staples. In the midst of that frenzy, Yandy made an unexpected move. She posted a vague message on her Instagram story, a black screen with white text stating, "Truth always finds a way." No explanation, no tags, just those 4 words. The timing was impeccable, fueling speculation that she was siding with Erika or subtly condemning the network's tactics. Comments flooded in asking for clarification, but Yandy remained silent, reinforcing the idea that she was either deeply involved in behind-the-scenes negotiations or deliberately maintaining plausible deniability. As midnight approached, a small group of superfans tuned into the unofficial livestream claiming insider access. The stream was shaky, cutting between fan reactions and grainy footage. Just before the clock struck 12, the screen went black and a loading icon appeared. Collective groans echoed through live chat windows. Was it a network hack, a failed fan hoax, or the calm before a storm of genuine revelations? Nobody knew, but everyone stayed logged in, unwilling to miss a single second of what could be television history. Then, exactly at midnight, the screen flickered back on, showing a nondescript room with a long table. At one end sat a man in a white coat, presumably a technician, and across from him, Erika took a seat. The angle was perfect for her face, and the man's computer screen. As she opened a sealed envelope labeled with a date from last season, the camera cut abruptly to black. A few seconds later, a voice whispered, "That's all we're allowed to show." Just like that, the footage vanished from every stream and recording, wiping away fans' hopes for a clear answer. The backlash was immediate. VH1 cover-up confirmed. Read one headline. Fake leaks or real scandal. Read another. Erika responded by posting a single tear emoji gesture that spoke louder than any statement. Behind the scenes, multiple producers scrambled to control the narrative, drafting statements, coordinating with legal teams, and debating whether to address the ordeal during the reunion or issue a public apology. Erika watched it all unfold, phone in hand, as her friends and fans pledged to stand by her until the truth came to light. The atmosphere on set was thick with unease. Crew members moved like shadows, whispering in corners and checking their phones every few seconds. Erika arrived first, eyes heavy from lack of sleep, clutching a travel mug of black coffee. She paused at the entrance, scanning the lot as though expecting surveillance cameras to flick on. Her assistant handed her a stack of printout social media posts. Conspiracy theories, legal commentaries if they were battle plans. Erika took a deep breath, flicked through them, and tucked the pages into her jacket pocket. She walked onto the stage with a determined stride, ready for whatever the day would bring. Inside the studio, cameras were already rolling for the season finale's opening scene. An awkward group breakfast producers hoped would distract viewers from the scandal. Mendeecees sat at the head of the table, his face drawn and hands gripping a fork like a lifeline. Yandy hovered nearby, offering him a glass of juice and a tight smile. At the other end, Rashida and Kirk Frost exchanged uneasy glances while Bambi tapped away on her phone under the table, eyes darting to see if anyone noticed. The crew called action, and Mendeecees forced a laugh, trying to pretend everything was normal, but his voice cracked, betraying the effort. Erika remained off-camera until her confessional was scheduled. She sat in the familiar booth, lights glaring and mic clipped to her blouse. This time, the network had no choice but to air her words unedited. As the red light blinked on, Erika's voice was steady but her lips trembled. "I came here to share my truth," she said quietly. "Tired of being gaslit on my own show. If they want to protect their storyline, then so be it. But they can't keep rewriting my life." She paused, eyes glistening. "Viewers deserve honesty. I deserve honesty. And if this is the hill I have to die on, I'm ready." Back on set, an assistant scurried in with news. The network's official account had posted a vague message about reviewing content integrity, sparking fresh speculation. Erika's eyes narrowed. She motioned for her friend, who had flown in earlier, to join her. Together, they compared time on their phones, charting when leaks happened, when Yandy posted her cryptic story, and when production pulled the confessional cuts. Every data point seemed to confirm Erika's suspicion. Her reaction scene was trimmed, her raw tears hidden, and now the world had to choose whose version to believe. The scene resumed, and Mendeecees looked up to find Erika standing behind the camera, watching him. Their eyes met for a heartbeat, a silent exchange, loaded with history. Then Erica turned away and walked to her mark, joining the group breakfast sequence. The tension was palpable. The click of her heels echoed through the silent studio like a ticking clock. The director called action again, and Rashida attempted a small joke about omelets, but her laugh came out hollow. Kirk offered Mendes a sympathetic glance. Everyone pretended to eat cereal while thinking about the bigger drama. Later that afternoon, a clandestine meeting took place in a corner office. Mona Scott Young sat at a long table with legal counsel, the head of programming, and the executive producer. Erica and her lawyer were invited to join. The mood was tense, the air thick with the smell of stale coffee and nerves. Mona began, her voice measured but firm. "We understand your concerns, Erica, but we have contractual obligations, liability issues, and creative considerations." Kara's lawyer interrupted sharply, "We're not here for excuses. Our client's reputation is at stake." Papers were passed back and forth, confidentiality agreements, proposed statements, damage control plans. Erica watched them shuffle the documents like cards in a poker hand, refusing to sign until clarity on the actual DNA results was provided. Meanwhile, fans outside the studio had gathered for a rally. Reality TV bloggers and superfans gathered outside the studio, holding signs demanding transparency. One fan wore a t-shirt emblazoned with "Show me the proof," while another carried a printed meme of Erica looking betrayed. Their chants and cheers echoed through downtown Atlanta, drifting inside the studio through open windows. Crew members paused mid-take, exchanging worried glances as the boundary between on-screen drama and real life blurred completely. Back in the meeting room, Erica leaned forward, her voice low but resolute. "I want to see the master tapes," she declared. "If the network believes the DNA test was real, then let me watch it. If they don't, then admit the scene was manufactured." A heavy silence followed. Mona exchanged a glance with the head of legal affairs, who sighed and nodded to an assistant. A suited man entered, carrying a sealed box labeled archival footage. Everyone stiffened as the very envelope that had caused so much pain was now physically present. Erica's heart pounded as she reached for it, but before she could open the box, an unexpected voice came from the doorway. Yandy stepped in, pale, but fierce-eyed, shaking with emotion. "This is tearing us apart," she said. "We owe it to our family, our fans, and ourselves to have the truth on record." She moved beside Erica, gently placing a hand on her shoulder. For the first time, Yandy and Erica stood united in their cause, and the solidarity rippled through the room like an electric current. Erica lifted the box lid and withdrew a slim CASSETTE labeled with the production date and marked DNA paternity test raw audio video. She glanced at Mona, who gave a small, encouraging nod. The weight of the moment settled on everyone present. This tape could rewrite the entire season, shatter careers, vindicate Erica, or destroy her. The room held its collective breath. Just as the tape was about to be inserted into the player, the head of legal affairs rose and raised a hand. "We can't broadcast this publicly," he said firmly. "But we can confirm that the original test showed a 98% probability of paternity." Gasps filled the room. Erica's eyes widened in disbelief. Mona exhaled, the tension breaking, and Yandy squeezed Erica's shoulder in support. Outside, the rally's cheers intensified as if the confirmation had carried through the walls. The moment was both a victory for Erica's truth and a heartbreak that had taken such chaos to arrive there. As cameras rolled again, Erica and Yandy returned to filming the season's climax. Their embrace in the reunion scene was raw, unscripted, and genuine. Erica looked straight into the camera, her voice steady. "This is my truth. Thank you for listening." The confession cut through the polished production, exposing a vulnerability and resilience that reality TV often packages but rarely delivers. Mendes joined them, placing a hand on Erica's back, tears welling in his eyes. The family was fractured, yet in that moment, they were whole. By day's end, leaks confirming the 98% figure flooded social media. Headlines like "Erica vindicated" and "VH1 admits truth" trended worldwide. The online world erupted with joy, outrage, and relief. Content creators scrambled to update theories, some praising Erica's courage, others condemning the network's ethics. But above all, the story had transcended a mere TV show to become a cultural moment about honesty, power, and the cost of entertainment. When the cameras finally stopped rolling, Erica stepped off set, exhausted but triumphant. She hugged Mona, whispered thanks to Yandy, and offered a weary smile to Mendes. The studio lights dimmed, But for the first time, she felt truly seen. Whatever came next, the reunion, the lawsuit, the fan backlash, she had the tape, the truth, and the unwavering support of those who believed her. And that, more than any DNA result, was the real victory. This roller coaster of secrets, lies, and leaked evidence had left everyone questioning what was real and what had been staged for drama. You saw Erica stand her ground, demanding the master tapes, and Yandi step into the fight beside her. You watched Mendeecees wrestle with fallout from a test he never wanted to be faked. And a network team torn between narrative and honesty. But even now, with the raw result confirming a 98% probability of paternity, many questions remain. Will VH1 ever fully own up to the deception? Will Erica pursue legal action or move forward on her own terms? Can this fractured family heal after everything revealed? You've been part of this saga from the first hint of swapped envelopes to the reunion's closing moments. You know how it feels to root for someone, to rage at injustice, and to hope the truth finally wins. Now, it's your turn to weigh in. Should Erica push for a public apology and damages? Should VH1 change how it handles deeply personal storylines? Do you believe this is the full picture, or is there more hidden footage waiting to surface? You're as invested in this drama as we are. Smash that like button to support Erica's fight for truth. Subscribe so you don't miss updates or exclusive analysis. And drop a comment sharing where you stand. Team Truth, Team Network Reform, or just here for the wild ride. Share this story with friends so everyone can join the conversation. The truth may be messy, but together, we'll keep digging until every secret is brought to light.